Let me ask you something. Have you ever looked in the mirror and not recognized the person staring back at you? Not because you've changed, but because you've stopped becoming who you were meant to be. There's a point in life when it feels like the world is spinning and you're standing still. Your dreams feel distant. Your energy, gone. You're not tired from doing too much. You're tired from doing nothing that matters. I know that place, because I've been there. I've laid in bed while the sun came up, not wanting to face another day. I've watched people pass me by, wondering if I'd ever catch up. I've felt worthless, like a mistake, like life was some test I was always failing. But let me tell you something that changed everything. You don't have to stay there. That pain, that emptiness, that fear, it's not your end. It's your beginning. There came a night when I couldn't take it anymore. I hit rock bottom, not metaphorically, truly. Bank account, empty. People, gone. Confidence, shattered. I couldn't fake strength anymore. But it was in that silence, with no one to impress, nothing left to prove, that I heard the clearest voice I've ever known. It whispered, "You're still alive. And as long as you're alive, you still have a shot." That was my moment. No music swelled, no applause, no lightning bolt from heaven, just a quiet decision. I will no longer live like this. Not because I suddenly believed in myself, but because the pain of staying the same finally outweighed the fear of change. And that's when my life began to turn. The first thing I had to do was stop pretending I wasn't struggling. You can't change what you won't face, so I owned it. Every bad choice, every missed opportunity, every time I gave up. Not to beat myself down, but to take my power back. You are not weak because you're broken. You are powerful because you know where you've been, and you refuse to stay there. Forget the fantasy. You won't wake up tomorrow and be unstoppable. You'll wake up tired, but you'll move anyway. You'll drink water, you'll go on a 10-minute walk, you'll write down one thing you're proud of, and you'll repeat it every single day. Because greatness isn't a leap. It's a crawl, a scratch, a battle for inches. Forget waiting to feel ready. You won't. I didn't feel like changing. I decided to. And once I made that choice, I built my days around it. I started waking up at the same time, even when it hurt, even when I cried in the shower, even when my hands shook making cold coffee in a cold apartment. I trained my body to move before my mind had a chance to argue. Motivation is a spark. Discipline is the fire you keep alive long after the spark is gone. You want to achieve something? Then prepare to fight. Not against the world, but against every old version of yourself that wants to pull you back. Self-doubt, excuses, comfort. Every day, I had to look in the mirror and declare war. I am not going back to who I was. I built rituals that became armor, books that became weapons, silence that became strength. You don't need more tips. You need to become a weapon forged in fire. Cut out anything that makes you smaller. Friends who laugh at your dreams? Gone. Habits that drain your soul? Cut them out. Voices that mock your progress? Poison. Replace it all with voices that speak life into your bones. Find mentors. Watch stories of people who've risen. Put headphones on and build a new atmosphere, even if you have to do it alone. Because you will feel alone. But that's the path of transformation. That's the path of the warrior. You want to know how to achieve anything? It's not some secret technique. It's not about talent or luck or being born into the right family. It's about this. You decide right now that who you were is no longer who you will be. You decide that your future is worth the pain of today. You decide that every step forward, no matter how small, is a rebellion against every voice that told you to give up. So if you're watching this, feeling like nothing, understand this. You are not nothing. You are the storm that survived the flood. You are the fire that refused to die. You are the quiet voice that kept whispering, more is possible. And the world hasn't seen the real you yet, but it will, if you rise. Don't just watch this and feel inspired. That fades. Do something. Stand up. Move. Speak. Break something old. Build something new. And remember, the greatest version of you is waiting on the other side of one decision. So make it.